a young man with you racing a flat cart today? Would they like to take the national or the flag around for the national anthem?
Fix that. Move.
If they are interested, please have them come up and get the flag from Julie.
Do we have an outlet? I have a thing.
Josh, I don't know if you follow much on Facebook, but Baby Ann, did you see Baby Anthony this week on Bookface? Yeah, Bookface, aka Facebook. You should see him wave that checkered flag. He's the next flagman here. That's the 7 whenever you're old with your walker and you can't get up into the stand anymore. I think Baby Ant's going to take over. I'll have to show you that video. It's pretty cool. Again, got sponsors add an extra $50 to each class and the wingless classes. So thank you so much to those guys. Pigpen Motorsports for the unrestricted box stock. Choice Automotive and Cruise Racing Engines for that 500 Jacqueline Mays EXP from the 250s, and then in the restricted box stocks, complete parts and repair in Monmouth. So thank you again to all those great sponsors. We will be running the 500s, the 250s, restricted box stocks, unrestricted box stock, Run what you brung, Junior 1s, Junior 2s, Predators, Clones, and our juice boxes will round out that day.
Yeah.
Right, up here at the center here, bud. We got this young man. What's your name, bud?
Brennan Dunn.
Brennan's going to take our beautiful Stars and Stripes around on this Father's Day. Brennan, where you come from? Where do you live at, I guess?
Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois. How long does it take you to get down here to join us to race here at Expo 7?
Like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Do you take a nap while you're on the way, or do you sit here and strategize in the truck about what you're going to do all day in that go-kart, or what's your normal race day drive look like?
I just play electronics and talk to my friend Hudson.
Oh, Hudson Seckler. I know that cat. He's a pretty cool cat out there in that 9H. Going to take that wing off for Father's Day. Be interesting to see what Hudson thinks of that cart later on this afternoon. But Brendan, thank you so much for taking our flag around today. Again, thank you to Pigpen Motorsports, Cruise Racing Engines, and Choice Automotive, Premier Repair and Auto Parts, Complete, Complete Parts and Repair in Monmouth,
Miles, get the
Norman Racing, and Jacqueline Mays EXP.
I'm trying to figure out why the camera's not working. Move the... Hold this right here. Don't move it. Just like that. Got it? Yep.
go ahead and get everybody over here for the drivers meeting. Drivers meeting right now up at the top of the entrance ramp. I'll head myself out there and we'll get this day going underway.
All right, you heard Jake. Drivers meeting should be getting there. If you're not there, at least, drivers, if you want to send a member of the crew over, at least everybody, we like to have at least one person from each team over there. So that's how we do it. Then right after drivers meeting, back to the carts, and we'll go right into hot laps, guys. Let's get this day going. It's going to be a warm one as the day goes on. Definitely want to get you guys out of here before the hottest part of the day if we can. Real quick before drivers meeting officially starts as well, we will run the same lineup we've been running here at exit 7. We'll go with the 500s, the 250s, the restricted, the unrestricted, the run what you brung, the junior 1, junior 2 if we have them, predator, clone, and juice box. That will be the running order of events, guys. Again, 500 carts, 250 carts, restricted, unrestricted, run what you brung, Junior 1, Junior 2, Predator, Clone, and Juice Box will be the running order, guys.
I tried a couple different settings, and then it was too blurry. They didn't want to focus, so I just put it back to manual, and it seemed to work from there. But I got some pretty badass shots. So
Have you used the small one yet?
yeah, that's the one I was using most of the time.
Yesterday?
Yep.
Those ones you sent me on the TV, those are fucking sick.
Yeah.
From Cordova, that you guys sent me, you guys had on the television.
The ones I just showed you yesterday.
I saved them in there. They're in chat.
Oh yeah, the ones
I made
That's
sure.
probably
the ones you wanted printed.
this is gonna be nice. I'm gonna face that when I get it. I'll grab these after this.
The cover's just nice.
Yeah. Just wait till you get to East Moline, you get a couple more. Where you going, Mike? Oh, do you have your card?
I do not.
Oh, shit.
You brought it.
Well, it's got Cordova pictures on it. My dad didn't want to mix those up. That's why I got that extra card instead of that specific
How much
one.
was it, do you remember?
11.
If I give you my bank card, you want to run up to service and grab one?
Miles, you want to run out and grab the bank card out of my wallet? It's in the door, buddy. I can buy it.
500, Steven.
I mean, I'll buy it for you guys. It don't bother me. I forgot to grab it off of his computer. And I thought about it when I got all the way here. Thank you.
All right,
These passes
500s
also
and
give you
250s. Let's
free
go
meal
ahead and
members.
make our way down the chute, please. Hot lap sessions will get underway. 500 and 250.
You take the day off?
And it looks like there's only a 4 totally. I'd go ahead and just let them all out and let them hot lap together. A bunch shows up for hot laps.
Sitting there. He's supposed to be at work. He was supposed to be, but I called him.
Carson Cruz in the 13 and the 250. I don't think he'll have a problem hanging with the 5s.
I called him at like 11:15.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. We'll go 250 and 5. If you want a hot lap, go ahead and come down together. We'll just go ahead and let you guys out together.
I'll send it to y'all. You want me to get one from Walmart or something? Yeah. That's where you guys got yours, right? Same one? Was he with you when you bought it?
Then after the 500 and 250s, we'll go into the restricted.
Send me the picture of the thing and then 12 bucks or whatever they are.
3 restricted on hand today. Like seeing that. Gonna give that 41 of Spencer Powell some competition. We got the 3K of Kaylee Math.
I'll go ahead and set this up though. I'm going to take it off of Raw so it saves in JPEG for you.
And then Ian McDormand in the I-70 making his way back here this week. They'll be up after the wings.
course, that 35 being wheeled by the Cruz, Caleb Cruz in the 35. A little bit of trouble there that time for the 35 as he finds himself facing the inside of the racetrack there, down in 3 and 4. Whoa, there goes the 21. Coming up next, we should have the restricted box stop. I believe the 41 of Spencer Powell sitting out there. He'll roll out onto the speedway. Have a couple others joining him here this week in the restricted class. That's good. There goes that 41 without the wing on top of it. Rolling down the front straightaway. That is the 41 of Spencer Powell. Also signed in today, as I said, we have Kaylee Matheny and Ian McDormand coming back here for another round. He was here last week at Exit 7 in that I-70 machine. All right, looks like we'll go ahead and let the green flag wave here for Spencer. He'll get his way under the hot lap session. That looks like we've gotten coming down here. Looks like we got the 3K of Kaylee coming out. Trying to scramble to get that thing out there. You're getting the wrap off the tires. There he is. 3K going to roll out here real quick, at least get a lap in. Oh, there's the I-70 of Ian McDormand as well, making his way out. All right, at least they got to at least turn a lap there, make sure everything's running properly. Checker flag going to go ahead and wave, eh? That'll wrap up the restricted box stocks. Next up, we got the unrestricted kids getting ready to roll out. They don't like to play by any rules here. Just kidding. They're a great group of kids here turning really good laps around the speedway all season long. Five entries today. Got the 44M of Sophia Morrow, Mason Ruse in the number 10, Wyatt Monroe in the 22P signed in, Hudson Seckler in the 9. Then we have Ashley Slaughter in the number 5 signed in here today. All regulars here at Exit 7. So you'll be able to expect some great racing out of these kids today. All know what to expect from each other. There's C7 of Miss Charlotte Weimer going down into 1 and 2. Kart looking real good this week as she cruises on down the back straightaway. Out of 4 down the front straightaway. I believe it'll be white flag next time by. There it is in Josh's hand. One more time around for the hot lap session. Seckler will see the white flag wave first down the front straightaway. Next up will be the Charlotte Weimer, the C7. And Sophia Morrow seeing the white flag third there, just behind Charlotte Weimer. That time by, flag's gonna wave in the air. That's the checkered one going. That's last time out of 4 for the drivers. Seckler will be the first to pull it off of turn number 4. Whoa, what the? Wondering if the throttle may be stuck on that thing or something. That was crazy. Yeah, she killed it. Now she's going to go ahead and get pushed off. That was scary. Hoping it was just the throttle sticking at least there. Here's the other half of the restricted making their way out there. There's that number 10. There's the 22 Pia Monroe. Got to take a quick look there. And the 5 of Slaughter. Two to go. Last time by. This time by. Next time by. White flag will wave. White flag is in the air one more time around there for that number 5 of Slaughter. Looking real good. 22 Pia Monroe right behind. Checker flag wave that time by for these drivers. That'll wrap up the rest of the unrestricted box stock hot laps. All right, coming up next. This is the Run What You Brung class out here, I believe. That is the 21 of Colton Scott out there in the 21. Again, Junior 1, you'll be up next. Junior 1, Junior 2 are up next. Predator, Clone, your hot laps are all still up next. Junior 1, Junior 2, Predator, and Clone. Start making your way to the chute, guys. Two to go that time by. Next time by. White flag will wave for Colton in that 21 ride. Very quick looking ride in that 21. Sails on into 3 and 4. Out of 4. White flag waves. Playing it real smart there. Got a little bit of a dip coming out of 2. He lays off the gas. Uses it to his advantage. He'll come out of 4. Checker flag waves that time by. Next up should be Junior 1 class rolling out. Junior 1 should be out. Two entries in the Junior 1 today. We have the 33, the Katniss Kimmler signed in. Been with us all season long here at exit 7. And then we have Bowen Zoller in the 19B signed in. There they are. Bowen going down the front straight away. You'll see that 33 rolling out of 2. That's Katniss. All right, green flag in the air for these kids. They'll get their hot lap session underway here at exit 7. Junior 2s will be out onto the speedway next. 2 of those signed in on hand today. Now, for now, white flag waves on the Junior 1 class. Katniss in the 33, seeing the white flag first. Zoller behind him in the 19B. Couple of fine young drivers here showing their way around exit 7 week in and week out. Checker flag waves for them. We'll see them back out here for heat race number 1 just shortly. Again, thank you. Attention in the pits. We'll keep the ball rolling here today. We try to keep us moving on so we can get out of this heat. It's supposed to get only a little bit warmer, so let's get this show in a good, timely fashion today, guys. There's the 86 of Liam Gray out there, and the number 7 of Chris Dunne out there. Chris Dunn, I'm sorry. D-U-N-N-E, I believe it's Dunn. Green flag waves, they're underway here, down the back straightaway. That 86 of Liam Gray leading the way out of turn number 4. Number 7 quickly behind him. White flag waves one more time around exit 7 for their hot lap session. We'll see them back out here for their heat race number 1 coming up just shortly. Checker flag waves for Gray there in the 86. Chris in the number 7 there coming across himself. We'll see how it shakes down when they start side by side, bumper to bumper come heat race time. Next up, we have our Predator class, Predator 375, rolling out onto the speedway. Three of them signed in today. We got Caden Spiker, the Caveman, in the C4. We got the Madman Jacob Mejia in the number 7. Then we got Brock Russell in the number 1 star. Green flag waves. These cats are underway here, down into 1 and 2. That 1 star leading the way over the C4. There's that number 7 of Mejia. Looks like he's got a little bit of a loose tail in that number 7 ride down to 1 and 2. Maybe just a tire pressure adjustment might fix that up here.
That's going to wrap up your Predator class. Next up, we'll have our clone division rolling out of the speedway. Nice to see 5 clones signed in the new battle here today at exit 7. We got the 88 of Brad Wood signed in. Tom Steiner, nobody finer than Tom Steiner in the 21. Hayden Carmichael in the number 12. Alex Brims in the number 36. Parker Zoller in the 88 coming to play today. Green flag waves to these guys. Go ahead and get a hot lap session underway. Zoller out there. Got the regular old 88 out there. The number 12 out there.
All right, that wraps it up for hot laps. We're going to go ahead and put some water down on the track, try to keep this dust down as much as possible for you guys here today. So we're going to put some water on the track, and I'll say give us 15 minutes or so, and we'll go into heat races. And just momentarily, we'll go into our opening ceremonies.
Bring the microphone, front one. And Charlotte Weimer. Anyone from her
We
group?
need somebody from the pig pen pit to come up, from the Miss Charlotte Weimer's crew to come up and see Brett here in the tower, please. Again, somebody from the C7 crew, come on up here to the tower and see Brett. Thank you.
Charlotte's coming. Charlotte's on her way up. Brett wants you. Ready for a nap. The day just started. It's a long couple days in the sun. Needs to move faster than that. Hey, tell him to go faster. Oh no, tell him to go faster. Tell that tractor down there to speed it up. The slower he goes, he don't dump enough water fast enough. That thing don't dump enough water fast enough. Go slow.
We got time.
We got that. Keep going.
Yeah, we do got time till my SD card gets here.
All right, Jake's
Take your
healing
time.
up one of the drivers there, patching him up. Now there he is. I'd probably say from in here, he's going to crackle. So we'll get our opening ceremonies underway here while we get some water down. I'll go ahead and pass over to Jake. You'll get your opening prayer.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out to exit 7. Please rise if you're able. Remove your cap. Safety crew, Mark, remove your caps, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you in prayer today. Lord, we just thank you for this beautiful day. Lord, we ask that you watch over all the drivers, the racers, fans, my staff. Lord, we just ask that you keep them all safe. Lord, we ask that you just be with us as we go through this week and continue to bless us. Lord, we thank you for all the fathers on this day. We thank you for everything that they do for us, everything that they've taught us, and things that they will continue to teach us. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
All right, now if you please stay standing and keep your hat removed as we go into our national. Oh, we're waiting for the flag.
Hey, I got somebody at the gate. Open the gate. Where's my gate workers at? Cooling off? Yeah. I'd like to get a break.
We get the cart with the flag rolling on down the chute here momentarily. We'll get the gate open for him.
He's gonna make one more pass in the water.
go-kart racing momentarily here at exit 7. No, we'll get that flag picked up there.
Every time I do this, something goes wrong. We need to put them in a
And we'll keep putting some water down here really quick. I'll say give us about 10, 15 minutes, if that. We'll be heat race number 1. 500 and 250s. You'll be up first.
I got halfway into this, okay, well, this is about one, and then I get here and I finished that one.
We're just bunching you guys up. I'm not sure, nobody told me. I know you guys got Carson there under the 500 list. Is Carson just racing with the 500 today? All right, cool. Yeah, Carson cruising the 13. Just going to go ahead and race. So 500 class, we'll get you down here in about 10 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes. Be down to the shoe, please. Thank you.
Tell that tractor the water runs from it the whole thing.
What if I fall back? I'll try to go. Well, I can probably fall back too. You know? Where is this dummy? He's taking forever. Yeah, let's trip my tire out. Huh?
Why it's out here. He's not going to stand out here. Use it. That chair sits back just far enough for you or not.
All right, race fans, I need some more volunteers that want to play Bean Boozled.
There you go, Alyssa. You can play Bean Boozled.
Allie.
I don't know about that one. Yeah,
You're leaving.
we're leaving.
You're not going to races?
How we're going to play Bean Boozled is at the first intermission. You will come up, you will choose a bag of beans, excuse me. There's 5 beans per bag. We will go down the line. You will choose a bean out of your bag. You will put that bean into your mouth. You will chew it up. It will either be really tasty or really not tasty. If you spit it out or if you vomit in my grass, you're out. If you are able to complete the eating and swallowing of that jelly bean, then you will move on to the next round. Anybody that's able to continue and complete this challenge will get some type of prize. I don't know what that prize is yet, but we will figure it out here shortly. And then during the second intermission, we're going to have the cardboard dad kart race. That'll be in a cardboard box, doing a little foot race down the front stretch. We won't make it too long because, well, nobody wants to run that long when it's this hot out. So we're going to keep that race short. We're going to have a quick fans choice winner of the karts, whoever they like the best. That person will receive a prize. And then the dad that goes the fastest and crosses the finish line first will also win a prize. If you're hot, make sure you stay hydrated. If you need a drink, we do have plenty of cold drinks, hot food up here at Miss Allie's Snack Shack. We got those grilled tenderloins for $5 a piece. They are amazing. We have our hot dogs as always. We got them all beef hot dogs for $2. Nachos for $3. Gatorade, water, soda pop, all kinds of candy. So make sure you stop up and see Miss Ginger or Dilly Dilly at Miss Allie's Snack Shack.
No, we're gonna wait probably about 2-3 minutes.
If you want to play Bean Boozled, come find myself, Jake, the track promoter, or see Miss Miss Julie, and we will get you signed up.
21. Gonna go like this. That's Carson Cruz in the 13 on the pole. 35 of Caleb Cruz. Brother on the outside. Row number 2 on the inside. Dale. The triple 3 of Ron Peters. Outside of Ron is Preston Suzuki in the 21. All right, will be green flag next time by out of turn number 4. Keep your eyes peeled. That number 2, the 13 there, Carson Cruz. Oh, rough start there for the 13. We'll get the tires put down in place there. Not too sure if him and brother Caleb kind of did a little bump there and then sent the 13 down and the others there. Didn't quite catch it. These guys bunch up pretty tight on start sometimes.
Oh, that number 21 going for a ride high into 3. That'll bring out the caution. We'll bunch them back up. No laps scored complete. No laps in the books. Back on the loud pedal that time. Back on the loud pedal that time. Your race. So caution's going to come out for that number 21. Again, the 21 of Preston Shizuki. He's going to go ahead and retire that 21. It looks like he's going to pull off the old school way there off of the turn number 3. That'll leave Caleb Cruz in that top dog spot. Carson Cruz in the 13 right behind him. Then Ron Peters in that triple 3 sitting in that 3rd position. We get ready to go back to green flag, hopefully wrap up this race. 5 laps in the books, 8 laps is the distance. Carson Cruz giving it everything he's got up on that cushion in 3 and 4. Trying to pull brother down the front straightaway. Bunches back up in 1 and 2. Now down back straightaway. Brother on brother. Racing right down. The finest white flag this time by. Carson searching for that inside groove over Caleb. Pay attention. Out of 4. One more time. Who's it going to be? 35 of Caleb. Picks it up. Oh, man, not of lack of effort by brother Carson Cruz in the 13. What a race. Thumbs up all around. They know they put on a heck of a show for you folks right there. Finishing in back of that third and final position. Not that he was slow by any means himself. That is the 333 of Ron Peters. Coming up next, we have our restricted box stock scene. We got the 41 back with us, Spencer Powell, this week. He's got some competition. Good to see the class growing here. Starting on the pole, that will be the I-70 of Ian McDormand. And the number 2 spot is going to be the 3K of Kaylee Matheny. Then in that number 3 spot, as I just mentioned, the 41 of Spencer Powell. This time by will be green flag wave for these kids. There we go. We're on the loud pedal. McDormand out to an early lead. Side by side there for Powell. And the 3K of Kaylee. One, two, three, come around the front straightaway. Lap number 1 in the books for that I-70 of Ian McDormand. He leads the way right behind the 3K. Right behind the 3K, we have the 41. Lap number 2 going to be scored complete this time by for that I-70 of Ian McDormand. Kaylee Matheny still in that number 2 spot. Spencer Powell in the 41 still sitting third that last time by. McDormand had the lead by 1.2 last time by. We'll see if he grows that gap up a little bit more. Yes, he does. 2.0 that time by for your race leader. Great looking driving line by all these kids right here, doing a fine job of keeping the tail behind them, hitting their marks. 5 laps is the distance. Oh, all right, my bad. Must be 8 laps was going to be the distance. My race pass shows heat race was for 5 laps there. My apologies. White flag out now. Checker flag waves for that I-70. Ian McDormand taking home heat race number 1. 3K at Kaylee Matheny. I tried to say both names together at once there. Kaylee Matheny. And the number 3K, 41 of Spencer Powell going home in that number 3 spot. Coming up next, we have our unrestricted box stock kids coming on out to play.
It's good to see that she's able to do this and not have to worry about it
Unrestricted heat race number 1 scheduled to start like this. On the pole, the 44M of Sophia Morrow. Outside of her will be the number 10 of Mason Ruse. Row number 2 on the inside, the 22P of Wyatt Monroe. Outside of Wyatt, the 9 of Hudson Seckler. Row number 3 on the inside, the 5 of Miss Ashley Slaughter. Outside Ashley Slaughter, that's Miss Pigpen C7, Charlotte Weimer herself. Green flag waves. Here we go, heat race number 1. All right, Miss Morrow leading the pack down into 3. We'll see if she can hold on to lap number 1. Yes, she will over Monroe. Hot on Monroe, the number 10, Amazing Ruse. Oh, no! Tragedy strikes there for that number 10. I'm not too quite sure what's going on down there. A lot of emotions running. You can see the hands hitting the wheel and the head shaking back and forth. Tall tale sign. He is not pleased. goes that number 10. Rolling off of turn number 4 there, Mason Ruse. Hopefully nothing too broke on that number 10 ride. We'll see him back out here for the next heat race in the feature. For now, yeah, order looks good to me. Looks like we should be green flag next time by. Ooh, a little bit of bumping and loving going on down the back straightaway there between these kids. They're ready to rock and roll as they come out of 4. Oh! Little bit of love there, I want to say, on that start. Kind of shuffled that number 5 of Slaughter back just a little bit into that number 4 spot. 22P of Monroe, now your race leader. Great racing battle going on back there for the number 2 spot between Morrow and Seckler. Out of 4, still racing for that number 2 position. Back there looking for that number 4 fifth battle. That's Charlotte Weimer, Ashley Slaughter doing great racing back there. All these kids doing a great job of hitting their marks. Seckler getting told to take her to the bottom by Dad. That time out of 4. We'll see if he listens. This time by is gonna be 6 lap score complete, 8 laps is the distance. Monroe's got a really good lead on this one for the time being. This time by, white flag waves. Monroe's gonna see it wave first. Morrow's gonna see it second. Seckler third. Slaughter fourth. Oh no, Slaughter goes around here. That's going to allow Charlotte to get around. Oh, right. Miss Ashley Slaughter in the number 5 going to go ahead and just retire since she was right there. Tough luck. Checker flag was waving. Coming home unofficially in the 5th spot. That's Ashley Slaughter in the 4th spot. The C7. A Charlotte Weimer coming home in the number 3 spot. A Hudson Seckler in the number 9. Number 2 spot going to the 44M. Miss Sophia Morrow picking up that top dog spot in the heat race number 1. Wyatt Monroe in the 22P. Coming up next, we have our Run What You Brung division here. As we work on getting that number 21 fired up. There he is. All right, this will put Matt Graham down on the inside. Colton Scott will start on the outside to start the race. We'll see how it shakes down. Looks like we're missing Mr. Whitmire here. Had catastrophic failure last week here at exit 7. Doing the solo feature. Blew a motor about the size of a fist in the top of his motor. Or blew a hole in his motor. Green flag waves out of 4 this time by. Clean start by Graham. Here comes that 21 of Colton right behind him. Graham up high, Colton down low. Probably see a great race coming here in a lap or so. Oh, now Colton slides up just a little bit out of 2. Just a little bit of ground lost there. No harm, no foul. He'll try to make it up. Another lap going to go to that 57. Missed this last week. Said he had to make the wife happy too. So he had to miss some racing, but here he is back this week at exit 7. Tell you what, that 21 lost just a little bit of ground there. Hasn't lost much since. He's staying right there within striking distance. If something should happen with the 57. 57 saying, I don't think so. Staying out front all race long. 4 laps left to go. That time by for these drivers. Down the back straight away. 57 of Graham, your race leader. That number 2 spot, all for no lack of effort there. That is the 21 of Colton Scott in that number 2 spot. 6 laps scored complete. 2 laps left to go. They'll see the white flag coming out of 4 next time by. That 57 of Graham trying to keep his nose clean. He'll do so. Another rotation around this speedway. White flag waves one more time around for that 57 of Graham. Checker flag waves for the number 57. That is Matt Graham. Coming home in that number 2 spot, the 21 of Colton Scott. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Whitmire back out here next week. Be July till we see him again? Oh, no. All right, this is the Junior 1 class. We got Bowen Zoller in the 19B, Miss Katniss Kimmler in the number 33, getting ready to take the green flag, this time out of 4. These kids putting on great race all season long here. Good start by both drivers. Great defense there by that 33, trying to hold off the 19B. Down the back straightaway go, door to door. Oh! Looks like that the 33 is tragically off the pace there. Something not quite right with the cart. That'll give the lead to 19B of Bowen Zoller. Caution is out. All right, hopefully got that figured out. Just hearing that it wasn't the driver's error, so. Oh, bummer. Looks like I'm hearing the throttle broke on the 33 there. Sadly, that's going to go ahead and give the 19B the win for the heat race. Hopefully that 33 of Katniss Kimmler can get her back out here for heat race number 2. All right, green flag back underway here for heat race number 1 in the Junior 1 class. Looks like we already got our Junior 2 lining up down there in the chute. They'll be up next. For now, Bowen Zoller in the 19B picking up heat race number 1 here. As that 33 had some tough luck with the throttle. Appreciate you drivers being on top of it today. As I said, we're going to try to keep the show rolling here and get you guys out of this heat. And we don't want anybody having heat exhaustion or stroke on our watch here. So we'll keep the show rolling all day long here at Exit 7. Get heat races in, do a quick spritz, I'm sure, on the track. And another 10-15 minutes, we'll go into heat race number 2s. But for now, heat race number 1 for the Junior 1, still going out there to that 19B. Bowen Zoller, smooth sailing down the back straightaway, chopping a little bit at the wheel 1 and 2 that last time by. Cleans it up in 3 and 4. Checker flag waves for him. He picked up the heat race number 1, 19B of Bowen Zoller. All right, these drivers should be green flag this time by on the inside, the 86 of Liam Gray, outside Chris Dune. Down into 1 and 2, that number 7 taking the early lead into 3 and 4. Oh! Finds himself facing the wrong direction.
Blake Gonzalez to the payout window, please. Blake Gonzalez to the payout window to see Miss Julie. Thank you.
All right. That time by 3 laps score complete. 8 laps is the distance. Sitting in that top dog spot, the 86 of Liam Gray. Sitting in that number 2 spot, the number 7 of Chris Dune. Had a little bit of trouble there down in turn number 3 earlier on. Kept her going. All right, next time by, white flag will be out for your race leader, 86, Liam Gray. There it is in the air, white flag one more time around. Here comes that number 7 of Chris Dune out of turn number 4. He'll see the white flag wave himself. About a half a track between the two drivers there. 86 has got it all sewed up. As long as nothing too crazy happens this final little bit, there it is. He takes home heat race number 1. Oh, tragedy strikes there for that number 7 again there. It is definitely a slick track out there down on that bottom line. Very dry and slicked up. There we go. Checker flag go ahead and waves. He'll take his last corner there. Next up, we'll have our Predator class starting out. Heat race number 1 for them rolling. Looks like on the pole, and there's the C4, the Caveman Cade and Spiker. Outside will be the Madman Jacob Bahia. And looks like starting in that third and final position, last but certainly not least, is the 1 star. That is Brock Russell. All bunched up down the back straightaway. They'll get the green flag next time out of 4. Flagman watching them come into 3. Spiker controlling the pace. Nice slow pace. There's the gas pedal out of the pole setter. He's on it down the straightaway. Oh, there's Mejia door to door down into 1. Great racing action. Oh, Mejia got up onto that outside lane. That allows the 1 star Brock to get around him. This time by, who will lead lap number 1? Russell, hot on Spiker that time out. Spiker holds on to lap number 1, down into turn number 1. Brock Russell now shoots to the inside just a little bit there, backs off. Smart play going into 3 and 4. He'll try to fight another straightaway. Tight passing down on the corners here today. Whoa, Spiker looking behind him to see where the competition is a little bit. Gets a little loose. Can't do that. Don't worry about that. You're out front, buddy. Just got to keep going. Look forward. Hit your marks and stay on the gas, and you shouldn't have a problem. Down the back straightaway. Caden Spiker, still your race leader. There it is. Nice clean run there. Might have been just a slight little tap, but nothing harsh at all there. That's Brock Russell in the 1 star. Your new race leader, Caveman Spiker. In the number 2 spot, Mejia in that number 7 ride. He's sitting back there in 3rd. Spiker trying to wheel his way back up to the back bumper of that 1 star, Brock Russell. Next time by, white flag should be coming out for these drivers. One more lap there for that 1 star, Brock Russell. And that number 2 spot still the C4. Oh, no! Caden Spiker gets a little high there, gets the tail around him. He's still holding on to that number 2 spot with the white flag to go. Mejia in the number 7 looking to close the gap. We'll see if he's got a straightaway to do it. Don't think it quite happened there. Not unless we have something too tragic happen to the C4 here. He's going to clean it up. He'll hold it down coming out of 4 that time by. Checker flag waves. Coming home in that number 3 spot, the number 7, Jacob Mejia, Caden Spiker in the C4 in that number 2 spot. Picking up the top dog spot in heat race number 1 for the Predators. That is the 1 star of Brock Russell. Clone 375s making their way out onto the track now. Heat race number 1 for them. So good, dude. Again, if you have not been over to see Ginger and them, they have the tenderloins and the hot dogs cooking up on the grill today. The tenderloins are flipping phenomenal. If you haven't tried one, be sure to get on over there and get one while supplies last. Hot dogs are tasting mighty good as well. Heat race number 1 scheduled to start like this. 88 of Brad Wood on the pole. The 21 of Tom Steiner in that number 2 spot. The 12 of Caden Carmichael in the number 3 spot. 4 spot of 36 of Alex Brims. And that last and final spot, the 88P of Parker Zoller. All right, these drivers all bunched up. We'll see who can get the battle of the league going on next time out of 4. There we go, visor going down on that front row. That means it's go time out of 4. Who, they had a faster pace start there. Number 12, hot on the gas. Number 21, gonna tuck her back there into that number 4 spot. The number 12 gonna go ahead and take lap number 1. That's Caden Carmichael, the race leader. 88P of Parker Zoller, that number 2 spot. Alex Breams in the 36, sitting that 3rd spot. Now looking to take over that number 2 spot over Zoller. He gets down on the inside. He will do so. Now he's got his eyes set on that number 12 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Carmichael still your race leader going down the back straightaway. Nice clean line out of your race leader. Hitting his marks. Oop, just a little bit of a slide there. Today's word of the day, even though it's 2 of them, is tire prep. Tire prep, that's what the name of the game today here is at X7. Who's got it? Great race going down the front straightaway for your lead. That time between Breams and Carmichael. Carmichael still out front playing a good defensive game. 21 of Steiner looking like he's facing the wrong direction. He'll go ahead and retire early. Tough luck there for the nobody finer than Tom Steiner. That'll bring out the caution there. He was trying to pull off in time. It's all good there. Safety thing to do. Go ahead and throw the caution really quick. That'll bunch them back up. Your top dog is going to be the number 12 of Carmichael. Again, the number 12 of Caden Carmichael, your race leader. Alex Brims in the number 2 spot. Parker Zoller 3rd. Back on the gas, little bit of bumper on bumper crime there down the front straightaway. Nice clean race in there between the 36 and the 12. Carmichael, Bream, Zoller, that's your 1, 2, 3 that time by down the front straightaway. Next time by, white flag waves. Keep your eyes peeled on that top dog spot. Something tells me we're going to have a battle with 1 to go this time by. Carmichael holding on to that lead. Good defense, hitting his mark, staying in that groove, not allowing the window to open up there for the 36 of Alex. Down to the wire, there it is, the number 12, picking it off over the 36 there, coming home unofficially in the number 3 spot. The 88P of Parker Zoller, Alex Breams in the number 36, that number 2 spot. Cade and Carmichael in the number 12, picking off the win.
Hot, which one? 36? Yeah. He was out there just toying with him.
All right, rolling out onto the track, it's Juice Box Heat Race time.
He gets up and down like that so easy, my legs would be fucking killing me. I'd be walking like an old man crying. I'll be over here. Yeah. It'd take me 30 seconds to get up off the ground from a one kneel position. When I got into this, what I do now, I was cheating this thing. Oh, really? Shop traveled between the three go-kart tracks and shop leather. And bought all this in the summer. Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, they have rubber out there. Yeah, the safety personnel told her standing over there that if she's out there and something breaks, they have clean it. Most of them really, though, but they're all more than 560 or something.
All right, Juice Box lineup today here. We have Marshall Zoller out there turning some laps. Cade Scott out there turning some laps. Tanner Padilla out there turning laps. Clayton Gonzalez and Sophie Gonzalez out there today. We've been switched up here. We're just going to let these kids have some laps. Oh, looks like Sophie was up into the wall there a little bit. She scuffs her. She keeps it going. Zoller in the Spidey helmet there, making a move on the inside of Cade Scott. That number 2 spot. Everybody's a winner here at the end of the day. Come feature time though. Julie Rogers and Jake make sure these kids always got a great present coming to them. Hey, that's what happened. She was putting it to the wood. She was up in the wall again. That she ain't scared of it. She's showing that wall who's boss. That's good. Getting comfortable early. Again, out there in the Spidey helmet, we have the OG of the Juice Box here at exit 7, Marshall Zoller. In the black shirt and black helmet, that is Cade Scott. In just the black helmet, that's Tanner Padilla. In the black and green helmet, that is Clayton Gonzalez. And that is Sophie Gonzalez in the red, white, and blue helmet.
There's a portable AC in there. I think that's what she said. Let's go in there.
All right, Juan, Lorenzo, Oliver Rangel, Grayson, Mason Ruse, Wyatt Monroe, and who's that? Those are your the Bean Boozled entries. So Juan, Lorenzo, Oliver Rangel, Grayson, Mason, and Mason Ruse, and Wyatt Monroe. It's time to get the Bean Boozled competition on. Come up here to the announcer booth and Jake will get with you. Stay outside. you were over on the hillside and you happen to have some smaller bills, like some fives and some ones, and would like to swap out over here at the concession stand, we would ask you to please help us out. Again, if you have any smaller bills, ones or fives, could you make your way over to the concession stand and help us out?
I know my water is good.
All right. We're going to bring everybody down here in front of the crowd. So these are our Brave Bean Boozle participants. Logan, up there on top, Logan, up there on top of the thing, there's a list that says what these are.
That's all right.
So, pick a bag. All right, everybody line up here, face the crowd. What we're going to do is we're going to go down the line. One at a time, they're going to pick a bean out of their bag. If they spit it out or vomit on my grass, they're out. They have to chew it and they have to swallow it. Line up. That's not a very good line here. Line up in a line. I got my first contestant here. Your name is?
Juan.
Juan. Juan's going to pick one bean. Juan's going to pick one bean out. I killed myself. Chew it up. Chew it up. Yep.
It's like Starbucks coffee.
He got a coffee bean. So he got lucky. Cappuccino. All right, your name is?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo picks out a green bean. He's either got booger flavored or juicy pear. Go ahead. He says it's definitely a booger. But he says he's an old pro at eating boogers, so it doesn't bother him. I don't know. Maybe mom and dad can say yeah or no. I don't know. Got that thing swallowed, bud? All right. Next contestant is? Mason reaches deep into his bag, brings out the teal-colored bean. That is either toothpaste or berry blue. It's in. He's a chewing. Then everybody gets a prize. You have to chew it. What'd you have there?
Berry.
He got lucky with the berry blue. This young man's name is?
Grayson.
Grayson has what appears to be either wet dog or top banana. Throw her in. taste like bananas?
Mhm.
All right, we got the rooster, Mason Ruse. Mason reaches deep in the bag. He's either going to eat burnt rubber or black licorice.
Hey, those bolts sound nasty.
I don't want either one, but
That's what I was saying. He ain't making a single freaking motion.
I ate the black licorice.
what do you got, Mace? I would say he's got burnt rubber. And I would say we're about to see what he ate for breakfast. I'm not sure. Got her swallowed?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got little Rain Dangle here. He's got, let me see that. He's either got a booger or a juicy pear. Go ahead. Is it a booger or is it a juicy pear, Ringle? He got a booger. We know he's an old booger picker from days gone by, so. All right, now we got Wyatt Monroe. Wyatt reaches in. He's got a speckled one. He's either got dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh.
It's going out. Oh, it's in. Let's watch his face. He got dead fish. Dead fish. Oh, he's coughing. No. All right, Juan. Get you another bean. He reaches in. He's got a speckled blue one. Let's see that guy. That is either Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti. Go ahead.
That makes no sense. Doesn't that make your stomach hurt?
He's got Stinky Socks, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's given up yet. Juan's got her down. All right, Lorenzo. Lorenzo's got red next. He's either got Old Bandage or Pomegranate. He definitely says 1, 2 in. I definitely got the bandage. Mace, what do you got there? Black one? Burnt rubber, black licorice. We got special guests in the stands here. We got the number 10 of Eric Turner. Come on out and watch Eric up here at Keystone Speedway tonight. In that IMCA Sport mod, he's been running up at the front of the field this year. He's about to get himself one of those feature wins. I can feel it. All right, Grayson threw his on the ground. Pick it up, blow it off. You either got Stinky or Old Bandit or Pomegranate. Old Bandit. Mace, what do you got here? Same thing. I got $5 that says Mason's the first. Oh, we got some coughers and some gaggers. Mason, if you vomit, don't get it on your race suit. Rango, what do you got? Oh, we got an orange one. Either dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. Hey, Jen, can you give me 5 bottles of water, please? What do you got, Rangle? Oh, you got lucky. Oh, we either got Wet Dog or Top Banana for Wyatt. Wyatt Monroe here at the he races the box stock, unrestricted box stock. Oh, you got Wet Dog. He's turning in circles. He's thinking about spitting it out. Oh, it's in his teeth. It's down. All right, Juan, let's go. You're up. What color are you picking? Oh, speckled. That's either barf or peach. Barf or peach. Throw her in. Let's go. Oh, well, you only have to eat 5. Give one to your mom if she wants to try one. He must have got barf, and he almost barfed, but he got it down. All right, Lorenzo. Wet Dog or Top Banana? Lorenzo. Wet Dog got banana. You got lucky. All right, Mason. One of the Masons is going to be our first one out. I feel it. Oh, he says the rooster. What do you have there? He's a wet dog. All right, Grayson. Go ahead, Grayson. That is either liver and onions or cappuccino. If you're going to vomit, vomit backwards, not on somebody else. Yep. Grayson, what do you got? Liver and onions. He's got liver and onions. Rooster, what are you going to go with? Oh, he's got an easy one. He's either got toothpaste or berry blue. Berry blue. Wrangle, let's go. What do you got? I'm going to say that one's either dead fish or banana smoothie. Or it could be barf or peach. I don't know. Yep. If it's dead fish. Is it dead fish? Yeah? Oh? Oh? Oh, he got it. Go blow your nose, dude. Wyatt has... Ooh. I don't know. Stink bug or toasted marshmallow. Dude, if you got stink bug, I'm sorry, dude. Your breath is going to stink the rest of the day. You ain't going to be kissing no girls in the pits after the races. I'll tell you that with that stink bug. Poor Wyatt, he's gotten bad ones every time. Remember, don't eat more jelly beans than your racing helmet can hold. Is this the last bean? Oh. So toothpaste or berry blue? 500's the staging, 500's staging. All right, everybody on this row. Are you good, bud? Everybody grab one except for Juan. Everybody else grab one out of your bag. You can quit. All right, everybody except for Juan, put one in. Rooster goes down. Rooster's out. Give him a bottle of water, Jin. I don't know. Eat it and you tell me. What was that one, Wyatt? Toothpaste? That one ain't bad. You need that after that stink bug. Is everybody good? All right, everybody get the last one out of your bag. Mason, drink some water. Who had stink bug? I can smell stink bug. That is horrible. A booger is peach. Or pear. Juicy pear. That's all 5? Wrangle, did you quit? Ooh, oh my god. Wrangle's out. Alright. So Juan did it. Who had stink bug? Because I can still smell it. That is horrible. That should be outlawed. Alright. Everybody, let's give these guys a round of applause. Everybody get a bottle of water from Miss Jen. Somebody come pick up the rooster. He's not doing so well.
I went 0 for 6. I would have, because that other one was rubber.
Intermission. Let's go. We're ready for you. 500. Safety crew at the infield down there looking like they're getting in place. Need to get our gate people in place, please.
Plug it in, it should only show the name. When you plug it in full, it shows you more. When you plug it in, it should pop up all your stuff. That's what I told you. I didn't know what down there. Is that just organized or? So I had it set up for me, and I always shot it off. And I shot it. I called yesterday and said, photo. And I'm like, shit. Couldn't do nothing to help it. I could walk her through it without doing it to her. So I've got it set up to where now it shoots before the JPEG gets off. So it saves the file for me.
500 to the shoot. 500 to the shoot. Race number 2, heat race number 2. His horn was cooler. I like his. Woo! I got out horn. That's messed up.
If anything, put a push on the other one because it has that tow truck capability of it.
Not yet. You can order them online. I've got them online. I'll send you the link where you can get them bought.
Yes, sir.
If you want to buy one.
I'll buy one too.
I'll post that. I've had them on. I've got my own t-shirt website. That's all wrapped, right? Yeah. I don't have to do nothing but hit print. And it sends the money to them, and they print it and send it to the right people.
I was just about to call for last call. We're just going to go ahead and scratch that heat race and go to the next
I have
one.
an FC website, and I print
Trying to get out of this heat. All right, there's the 35 Caleb Cruz rolling on down. Let's get the rest of these gentlemen. There's only 4 of them total here. We should have them down here in no time. Caleb's about to win this solo. He's the only one down in the chute. Oh, yep, that Carson's coming down now and hot. He's heck no. All right, heat race number 2, scheduled shakedown like this on the pole. The 21 of Precious Shizuki. There we go, Shizuki. I like that one. The 333 of Ron Peters outside row number 1. Row number 2 inside. That's the 35, heat race number 1. Winner, 35 of Caleb Cruz. Outside of Caleb will be brother, the 13, playing with the big boys in the 500s today. That's Carson Cruz. Keep your eyes peeled out of 4. Green flag waves. We're on the way. Whoa, it's a little bit of different track out there first. A little bit of water on it during that intermission. See how it shakes down. Oh, there goes the 21 of Preston. Don't look like no harm, no foul. Not too much damage on any of the cars. So it looks like everybody will get fired back up, get it underway. All right, restacked, re-racked, ready to rock and roll. Back on the loud pedal. Here we go. Whoa, down
down into one. We got great racing action going on for the 1, 2, 3 spot. Oh, there goes a little bit of rubbing there between Caleb and Preston. Just good hard racing there between the 1, 2 spots. That'll bring out the caution. Caleb finally gets that 35 fired back up. I think he just found something he might have liked there in 3 and 4, trying to catch that group up there. He went in kind of high. It stuck pretty well for him. A shot out down low. Keep your eyes peeled on that 35. We'll see if he utilizes that line. Back on the gas at 21. Taking some fire there by the number 13 of Carson Cruz. Oh, a little bit loose. Side by side down the front straight for your lead. New race leader that time by Carson Cruz in the 13. Oh, tragedy strikes there for brother Carson Cruz in the 35. Oh, Carson goes way up high there off the track. Caution was already out. He will still have the lead. Caution was already out. At 21 of Preston, just slipping up just a little bit there in turn number 3, allowed Carson to come around him on the outside, coming out 4 and take your lead. Great race in action in here in the 500 winged heat race number 2. Race leader, that 13, Carson Cruz. Just behind him, Preston Schwurski. Sajewski in the 21, the 33 of Ron Peters third, Caleb Cruz fourth. There goes Caleb Cruz. He's working his way around Ron Peters for that number 3 spot. Now up there, Caleb Cruz in that number 3 spot. Got his eyes set on that number 21 of Preston for the number 2 spot. Down on the inside, tries to shoot. No dice that time, down the back straightaway. Back up front, still Carson Cruz, your race leader with the 13. Dirt Kart Nation asked him just before the heat race if he was going to beat his brother. He said he was going to try. Here he is putting a clinic on. He's got about a half a straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Oh, great run for Caleb Cruz. He tries to shoot down to the inside on Preston in that 21 ride. Preston, great defense game. Crossover that time from Caleb. He's going to go to the inside. Oh, no. Now Preston in the 21 goes around facing the wrong direction. That will bring out the caution, bunch them back up. I'm going to tell you what, not what little brother was wanting to see, I'm sure. He had a nice lead over Caleb in the 35. That bunches them back up. All right, that 21 is Shazuski rejoins the tail there. Just in front is Ron Peterson, triple 3 in that number 3 spot. We're back underway. It's a Cruz and Cruz 1, 2, down, out of 2, down the back straightaway. Little brother Carson Cruz with the lead over big brother Caleb. 1 to go. Can he hold off big bro? Down the back straightaway, Caleb searching, looking. He might try to shoot the inside. Nice clean run by the both boys there. Oh, tragic strikes for the 21 there. Gets up way high in 3. Number 3 spot going to go to Ron Peters in the triple 3. Number 2 spot, Caleb Cruz in the 35. Carson Cruz in the 13 picking up the win. Coming up next, we got restricted box stock heat race number 2. Looks like Spencer Powell getting his hot rod fired up by Dad Rance down there. They'll get ready to roll off. He'll start on the pole. 41 is Spencer Powell on the pole. 3K, Kaylee Matheny on that number 2 spot just outside. The I-70 of Ian McDormand in that number 3 spot. They get all bunched up. They'll go down the back straightaway. We should be on the gas coming out of 4.
The cart in the back is Ian McDormand, 4-year-old Viola. Watch out there.
All right, it's the 41's pace going into 3. We'll be on the gas, as I said, coming out of 4. He controls it till we hit the cones. He's got till the orange cone to start. Decent start from the front row. There you go, side by side, down the front straightaway. Oh, race lead down the back straightaway. Going to go to the 41 of Spencer Powell early. That I-70 of McDormand. He's now sitting in that number 2 spot. Oh, trouble's there for the 3K. Got up and got that tire. Great race for the lead down the front straightaway. Powell, McDormand, 1-2. Powell goes up a little high, tries to sweep it out. There goes the I-70. Ian McDormand retakes that lead. He had it first heat race. He's looking to double down on the heats today without the wings on it. Oh, hard racing there. It looks like tires might have just rubbed and they got a little sucked up into each other. No harm, no foul. We'll get Spencer Powell facing the right direction there. Just good hard racing between both those drivers there. The I-70 Ian McDormand and the 41 of Spencer Powell. Sitting back there, that 3K in the number 3 spot. That's Kaylee Matheny. So we get these kids bunched back up. It'll be 3 laps scored complete, I believe. 3 laps, yes it is. 4 laps is the distance. Halfway down after we take this flag. Little bit of body damage there on that 41. You can see the nose might be rubbing on that tire a little bit, probably making it a little hard to go. Definitely slowing it down there. That'll bring out the caution. All right, lineup looks set. Looks like next time by will be green flag. We got that body, that nose body of the 41 there put back into place. That'll help out a lot. All right, the I-70, Ian McDormand will take the green flag out of 4 this time by 3K in the number 2 spot. 41 sitting 3rd. We'll see how it shakes down. 4 laps in the books, 8 laps is the distance. Oh. That 41 fired it back up. He was trying to roll. He got into that wall good there. Glad to see he was okay, obviously. Fired it back up, tried to turn the cart around. Back to green flag this time by, as I said, halfway down, 4 laps to go. Oh, that time to 3K. Kaylee Matheny getting up high, coming out of 2. 41 just going to need push. It looks like he's giving the symbol there. We'll get him pushed off here. Yellow is out. Hopefully nothing too tore up on that 41 on Spencer Powell. Get him back out here, hopefully for the feature time. Never mind, he might be all right. Now they're going to go ahead and open up the gate. Dad will give it a look over. We'll get him back out here, hopefully for the feature. All right, back underway here. McDormand in that top dog spot. Kaylee Matheny in the number 3K. That number 2 spot, that time by 2 laps to go. Next time by, white flag will wave. 1 lap left here in this heat race. Oh, looks like that 3K went around for a little bit of cruise. White flag is out. Keep it going. Nobody there to pass. Already have that number 2 spot all locked up for heat race number 2. I-70, Ian McDormand taking the checkered flag. That time by heat race number 2. Going to the I-70 of Ian McDormand. Heat race number 2 for the unrestricted kids. Going to schedule the shakedown like this on the pole. Miss Pigpen, Charlotte Weimer in the C7. Outside of the C7 will be the number 5 of Ashley Slaughter. I like to call her Little Miss No Fear. She is awesome out there. Watch drive. She hits the wall, keeps going no matter what it is. She shows them how it's done. Row number 2 on the inside. That's Hudson Seckler in the 9. Outside of Hudson in the 22P, Wyatt Monroe. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 10 of Mason Ruse, the Rooster. And then outside of Mason is going to be the 44M of Sophia Morrow. Green flag will wave next time by. These kids will be unleashed. Ooh, that's a hot pace. They're all over each other. They're bumping and rubbing. Coming out of turn number 4. Green flag waves. We're underway. These kids are all hopped up on Mountain Dew, I tell you. Miss Pigpen, Charlotte Weimer looking to hold it down. Dad telling her, keep it easy. Keep the tail behind you. Down into 1. Oh, looks like trouble's there for the number 5 of Ashley Slaughter. She's facing the announcer booth here down in turn number 4. Lineup looks good as Miss Slaughter will join the tail of the field there. Charlotte Weimer, your race leader. Seckler second. Ruse third. Morrow fourth. Monroe second. These kids are all hopped up. They're getting some fiery starts out of these kids. Here we go. Back on the gas. Race for the lead down the front straightaway. Seckler, Weimer. Weimer leads it down into 1 and 2. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Miss Pigpen leading Seckler. Into 3 and out of 4. Another lap down. Both of them telling let's roll. Roll it in. Good line there. Ooh, a little high from Seckler there, down in 1 and 2. He'll recoup, maintain that number 2 spot. The Rooster in that number 10 taking some fire there from Sophia Morrow. She gets around him for that number 3 spot, down in 1 and 2. The Rooster tries her fire back. Mason Ruse, little bit of rubbing. These kids are all fired up here today at exit 7. Monroe, Morrow, Ruse all racing for that number 3 spot. Now here comes Slaughter. Almost 3 wide. Oh, no. Tragedy strikes there for the 44M of Sophia Morrow. She's sitting down in the infield there. Hopefully nothing too bad on that cart. We'll see her back out here for feature time. Back up front, C7, Charlotte Weimer, Miss Pigpen, showing them how to roll around in the dirt. Seckler still sitting in that number 2 spot, number 3 spot. Great battle going on there between Monroe and Ruse. Rounding out the field, the number 5, Miss Ashley Slaughter. White flag waves back up front for Charlotte Weimer. One more time down the back straightaway. She's going to try to hold off Seckler in the number 9. And she does so, coming home in that number 1 spot. Miss Pigpen, Charlotte Weimer in the C7. Hudson Seckler in that number 2 spot. Monroe, 3rd. What a heat race. Great, great heat race from these kids. Coming up next, we got the Run What You Brung coming on out here. All right. All right, heat race number 2 for the Run What You Brung. Matt Graham on the pole. Colton Scott in the number 21 sitting in that number 2 spot. Down the back straightaway, both carts very quick. '57 of Matt Graham, your race leader, trying to keep the tail behind him down in 1 and 2. That's usually always the battle. Here we go, 3 and 4 battle for the lead. Graham taking a little bit of fire from Mr. Scott there in the 21. Great line from that 21, keeping it down in that rubbered up groove. Right on his bumper, still great racing going on. This time down the front straightaway, Graham, Scott, 1, 2, down into 1 and 2. Cruising down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Gap opened up a little bit more there, probably about a second if I had to be a betting man. Matt Graham in the 57, taking another lap down as long as he keeps the tail behind him. This time by 6, lap score complete, 2 laps left to go. Next time by, white flag will wave. White flag in the air for the red, white, and blue of 57 of Matt Graham. Checker flag waves for the 57 of Matt Graham. Looks like the 21 of Colton Scott taking a little bit of driving lessons down there. Trying to get him more comfortable in that ride. All right. Junior 1, heat race number 2. There's 19B, Bowen Zoller. Outside the 33, Katniss Kimmler getting that throttle fixed up from the heat race number 1. Down into 3 and 4. They're sticking it where the rubber is. Great line out of both drivers. 19B of Bowen Zoller, still your race leader. 33 of Katniss Kimmler, sitting at number 2 spot. Zoller, Kimmler, 1, 2, that time by. I believe 8 laps is the distance. This should be halfway to go, I think, about here. Another lap in the books for the 19B of Bowen Zoller. Slides up just a little bit there, 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. He's got a nice lead over the 33. That 33 of Katniss Kimmler still sitting in that number 2 spot, running a good line herself. White flag in the air one more time around for the 19B. Looking to take home heat race number 2 in the Junior 1 class. Junior 2s look like they're firing up down here in the chute as the flag waves back on the track. The 19B of Bowen Zoller picking up heat race number 2. Coming home in that number 2 spot, Katniss Kimmler in the 33 ride. All right. Heat race number 2 for the Junior 2. Scheduled to shake down like this. The number 7 of Chris Dune is starting on the pole. The 86 of Liam Gray starting on the outside. Green flag waves. Here we go. 86. Good early start. He'll take over that race lead going down into 1 and 2. We'll see if the number 7 can fire back down the back straightaway. Number 7 of Chris Dune trying to re-close in that gap. Going down the front straightaway into 1 and 2 still. 86 of Liam Gray. Good race. There goes the number 7. I said trying to close in that gap. He rejoins it up and claps it up onto the leader there. Staying within a kart distance there. Striking range, if you will. Going down the front straightaway that time by, I want to say, about 3 or 4 laps down. Great race out here in the Junior 2. Heat race number 2. Out of turn number 4, the 86 of Liam Gray, still your race leader. Dune, number 2, and the number 7. 86 kind of swept it wide out there. The number 7 kept it nice tight and tucked down the front straightaway. Closes up that gap even more. Now he's about a half a cart. Now he's on the bumper. Chris Dune in the number 7 doing everything he can to try to open up a door here. We'll see what shakes down in 1 and 2. Next time by, white flag will wave one more time around. There it is in the air. White flag waves. Hey, Mr. Gray hopefully looking to hold it down as they go down the back straightaway. That 86, still your race leader, Liam Gray. Number 7 of Chris Doom. Number 2 straight on his coattails. Whole race there. What a good race. Only .168 separating those two coming across the finish line. Less than a second. Coming up next, we got our Predator 375s rolling on out of the Speedway. We got Brock Russell starting on the pole. Jacob the Madman Mejia in the number 7. Starting on the outside row number 1. And then the Caveman Caden Spiker in the C4, rounding out the tail. All right, eyes are on that starting zone. It's that 1 star's pace. He's got till the orange cone. There it is. He's on the gas. It's the name of the game in the starting zone. You got in between the cones, and when you're in that top dog spot, you control the pace. Oh, Caveman taking out that infield tire a little bit there, but it goes inward. No harm, no foul. Will stay green flag. Russell, your race leader. Mejia, 2nd. Spiker, 3rd. There goes Spiker, closing up that gap just a little bit on the number 7. Looks like the Caveman Caden Spiker facing the wrong direction there. He'll get her going around the right way. After the field wraps around, he'll get her looped. The 1 star Brock Russell still your race leader. The 7 of Mejia, 2nd. Spiker, 3rd. 3 laps down, 8 laps is the distance. Back on the gas, green flag waves. There's a good run on the outside of your race leader by Mejia. He tucks back behind him. He's into that number 2 spot. Jacob Mejia in the number 7 cart. Back out front, the 1 star, Brock Russell. Oh! I think Mejia was already kind of going around. Spiker was right there and actually did a good job of avoiding the number 7, to be honest with you. Yes, that does bring out the caution. Something wrong with the C4 of Spiker, Caden Spiker down there in the middle of 3 and 4. He hops out at the, pulling it to the high side. Not sure what's up there. So he's going to push it off. Very passionate young man in there about racing, Caden Spiker. Hopefully we'll see him back out here for the feature. All right, good start there down the front straightaway, side by side into 1 and 2. Russell still your race lead. Brock Russell in the 1 star. Jacob Mejia in the number 7, that number 2 spot. Oh, Mejia just up into the crumbs just a little bit. He'll lose a little bit of ground there going down the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. He'll have number 2 all locked in the books here. I know he'd like to have the lead, but for now, that goes to the 1 star of Brock Russell. That time by 5 laps score complete. Oh, 6 laps? Huh. Interesting. Oh, tough luck there. It's number 7 of Mejia going around the wrong direction. He keeps it fired up. He'll keep going down the front straightaway. Checker flag waves for the 1 star. That is Brock Russell picking up heat race number 2. Coming home in the number 2 spot, the number 7 of Jacob Mejia. Coming home in the 3rd spot, the C4 of Caden Spiker. Coming up next, we have our heat race number 2, final heat race of the day. That is the Clone 375s. Heat race number 1 winners starting on the back side of it this time. That is the number 12 of Caden Carmichael. Starting on the pole, that is the 88P of Parker Zoller. Outside of him, Alex Brims in the 36. Caden Carmichael starting in that row 2 inside. And the 88 of Brad Wood. Not seeing Tom Steiner out there in the 21. Lap number 1 going to the 36 of Alex Breams, and he's going to take it down the back straightaway. Zoller second. Wood third. Carmichael fourth. Attention, dads, if you're in the boxcar race, go ahead and make your way down. Dads, if you're in the boxcar race, go ahead and start making your way over this way, please. That time by 4 laps in the books, 4 laps left to go for that 36 ride of Alex Breams, your race leader. Last time by, had it by 1.1. We'll see what it is this time by over Parker Zoller. 1.3 that time, just a little bit more of a gap for your race leader over that number 2 spot. Number 2 spot, 88P of Parker Zoller. He's got it pretty good over the 88 of Brad Wood in that number 3 spot. Looks like tough luck there for Carmichael in the number 12, heat race number 1 winner. Checker flag was out last time by. Big ups there to the 36 of Alex Breams taking home the checker flag. The 88P of Parker Zoller coming home second. 88 of Brad Wood coming home third. And in that 4th spot, Caden Carmichael coming home in that 4th and final position. Again, dads, if you're in the boxcar race, go ahead and make your way on down. Make your way on down. Juice box feature. My apologies. We got juice box feature first. right, juice box feature time for these kiddos here before we get our track prep and the adult dad box car race going on here. Signed in today in the juice box class, we got Marshall Zoller, the OG of the juice box here at Exit 7 in the Spidey helmet. We got Cade Scott in the black shirt and black helmet. Then we got Tanner Padilla in the black helmet. And then we got Clayton Gonzalez in the black and green helmet. And we got Sophie Gonzalez in the red, white, and blue. They're off and underway. Very dedicated group of little kids here. I'll tell you what, it's quite warm. I never would have thought about racing a kart on a hot day like today, and here these kids are putting the helmets on and letting her ride down the back straightaway under the Quad Doctor banner. Looks like Clayton Gonzalez in the black and green helmet leading the pack out front. Right behind in the black helmet is Tanner Padilla. Then we got great battle there going on behind them between Marshall Zoller and Cade Scott. Black and blue helmet. Oh, black and blue, not red, white, and blue. Julie got me. Still some. Great race going down the front straight away. That is the black and green helmet of Clayton Gonzalez and the black helmet of Tanner Padilla. Looks like the white flag is out. These kids will have one more time around next time by. And then they'll be down to claim their prize. got last time by for the juice box again. We got Marshall Zoller, Cade Scott, Tanner Padilla, Clayton Gonzalez, and Sophia Gonzalez out there turning laps today. And they're all winners here today. So they'll join Miss Julie Rogers down there and pick up their prize with Josh and Julie and Alyssa down there and get their photo. Big welcome to exit 7 here. A little switch out going on. We got our new photographer, Alyssa Rexroad, down there in Victory Circle. We want to say a big welcome to her at exit 7 and taking over the photography for us. And a big thank you. Oh, they're coming in hot. Oh, man, the cringes I seen on everybody's face. All right. Next up, we'll have some dads doing some foot races and some box cars here, giving a good show. Then after that, I know we got some water looking to lay down on the track and get it ready to go for feature time here today.
All right, I'm opening the bets. Which one each get?
Yeah. Big shout out to Jacqueline Mays, EXP Realty, Quad Doctor, Choice Automotive, Kelowna Shell, Stinky Tees, Stink Bait, Smith Farms, Cruise Racing Engines, Wizard Property Management, Ray Ropp, Calvert Laser Works, Rod's Flight Out Kart Parts, Walt Lombach Fire Protection, and Mark Small Engines. Big thank you to all our sponsors here today. Big thank you to all the people helping out, adding all the bonus money and everything on here today at Exit 7. We greatly value and appreciate you all. Thank you for adding money. You know what? I changed my mind. We should have put the water down before we did the boxcar race. It would have made it way more interesting.
Looks like McDormand, Morrow, Hudson Seckler's dad, Matt Graham, and Josh. You got McDormand, Morrow, Seckler, Graham, and Lane. Get it?
All right. All right, joke's on you adults. We're here to have the kids in the juice box run you over. We told each kid in the juice box if they got one of you dads, they got a $5 bill. Just kidding. Man, it's hot. Y'all might just want to go to the flag stand. I am not. I'm announcing it.
You got one more going? There's one more coming.
We got one more coming, he said.
He said, I'll go that way. My back be hurt. You're cheating. You're just stand down there when you're done.
Crazy Courtney. Hello.
So that one is your track.
Hello. Ooh. Ringo gave me the announcer thing. Hold on. Ringo's coming.
And the other one is your
jingle's coming. Hold on. They gave me the microphone. Y'all are crazy.
Oh, for real. I don't know the rest of them.
Who's the dude in the light blue shirt?
McDormand is on the far side.
That's Padilla.
Is that Padilla?
Padilla?
Yeah, that's Padilla in the light blue.
Alrighty. Morrow. Flagman.
Yep.
Joe.
Blake.
Terry. Yo, Terry. Terry.
Let's go, Gary.
Don't break any ankles. Who's the dude at the end?
Which one?
The orange and the blue. Light blue on this side. That's Gonzalez.
That's Blake standing next to us, isn't it?
Is it Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Who's the orange shirt?
That is Matt Graham.
Okay. Let's go, Steven. We got things to do, people to see. We got to see you run down this. Woo! It fits you so great. This is going to make it fit better. All righty. We got these dads out here going to give it their best. All righty. Who's in the way? Oh, my gosh. There he goes. There he goes. That is the shortest run I've ever seen. Whoa. Was that McDermott that won? I think that was McDermott. I thought they were doing a full lap.
No, they're just doing the front stretch.
Well, hot damn. Well, thank you for everybody participating in this Dad's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fat dads out here and celebrating them. Take those mics. I'm done. I don't mic.
No, for real.
Why isn't it? Oh, hold on. Y'all need a picture? Where's the photographer? Oh wait, I don't know if we have one yet. Here you go.
All right, that's a 7. What do you think of that?
That was one.
All right, Matt, or what's your name?
Matt Graham.
Matt, happy Father's Day. What do you think of that?
That was different.
It was different. He's got a full suspension in that thing. What's your name?
Josh Lane.
Josh, how'd you fare?
Fifth.
So just like normal. All right.
My name is Yo Daddy.
All right, Daddy, how did you do?
Like second to last. We're solid though. I didn't get last. This guy over here tripped on his wiener. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Godfather Pizza, Denise Moline, Josh Lane, and all them, and the person who donated the box for me. Y'all made it great. Thank you.
All right, thank you, my daddy.
Joe Sackler, you know, this girl over here stole my thunder. I did stuff on my wiener. I want to thank Dr. Meyer, those for coming on board today. Mellow Yellow, I can't thank my wife and kids enough for designing this awesome car.
All right, Joe.
I did trip on my
Number
wiener.
7X.
There you go. Your name is?
Terry.
Terry. Terry's Pigpen's dad, if you don't know.
That one
Terry, what'd you think of that race?
I thought it was all right until Sackler got into me there at the start of the race. Pushed me a little bit, you know.
Did you knock him down on his wiener?
No, I didn't step on his wiener. He did.
He did.
I guess I touched it or something. I don't know.
Oh, God, you touched his wiener. Your name is? John. John and Blake here. They race my lights up at East Williams Speedway. And Mike. And Nolan. I don't know where Nolan's at, but he's not a dad yet, thankfully. So, come on, check these guys out tonight up at East Williams Speedway. John, what do you think of that?
That was a lot of fun.
Gonzalez, Padilla, and
I want to
Morrow.
thank my wife and kids for taking the time to make the car.
Awesome. Good job, kids. Blake,
Hi.
what'd you think?
It was fun.
You gonna trade this in, the Mountain in for this?
Probably.
Mike?
Yes.
Mike Morrow here. He's got his car that looks just like his normal race car. What'd you think of that?
Handles better than the regular car. I'll take it tonight.
All right. So,
I love
we
it.
got,
We got one more. What about you? What's your name?
I'm Jake.
And what car were you driving?
The taco truck.
That sounds right. Anybody you want to thank?
I gotta thank Julie for bringing me the taco truck box. And thanks everybody for coming out today and enjoying this Father's Day with us here at Exit 7.
All right, thanks, buddy. All right, we'll give the microphone back. Oh, fan favorite, Jake, go ahead, take it away, buddy.
All right, round of applause as I point to.
Joe
Oh, jeez, I forgot their feature winner.
Seckler's got to be the fan favorite.
Your name is
William.
William McDormand. He's our feature winner. Let's give it up for him. He might be in the best shape out of any dad out here, so I think that's kind of a disadvantage. What do you think?
would
Handle
argue.
better than the 250 cart or the 500 cart, I mean?
It's a lot less rough, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Our front stretch is nice and smooth for this race, except for the Oscar Mayer. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. All right, everybody, hold up your cars here.
Seckler's got to win the fan
So we keep
favorite.
this show going. We're going to do best of
He
show,
stepped on his
fan
wiener.
choice. Let's hear it for Matt Graham. Let's hear it for Josh. What about the Wienermobile? How about the Gary Webb lookalike? Wow. How about our feature winner, Mr. McDormand? A special thanks to John Norton, but special thanks to William here. William, tell us your business name again.
Fleet Parts and Repair.
They sponsored that extra $50 on the restricted box stocks today, so thank you to them for that. How about Terry in the 516? Charlotte's Corner. How about Mike Morrow in the 17M? How about
There's no participation.
John
Rob.
Padilla?
It was hot.
No, it is hot.
How about the Flying Taco, Blake Gonzalez? Who's the Flying Taco? Oh, RJ. He's a loser. He's not even here. All right, one more time for Blake. All right, I'm going to have to say Joe Seckler in the Wienermobile picks up the choice. No, I'm not going to do it because I don't want the prize. It's a good prize, but I'm not going to take everybody's prize. Thank you guys so much for doing this. That's Julie's.
I may have borrowed the air horn for the Wienermobile. I may have borrowed the air horn for the Wienermobile.
McDormand and Seckler. Seckler,
It's his air horn.
stop up and get your prize from Julie.
Sorry, Sandman.
I cannot believe you said you stepped on his wiener.
He said I stepped on my wiener.
Yes,
That was
I
enough
did.
for
I
me.
stepped on my wiener.
Let's get the water going here. Let's go. Where's my water cart guy? Swan, you gonna get some water out here? Let's go.
He dropped the car around the front.
What a crazy day here at the Extra 7 we've had. We've had Bean Boozled, we've had box stock, or excuse me, cardboard box racing. And we have our X7 Take Me Out to the Racetrack song we still got to do. Apparently it bombed horribly 2 weeks ago, but I guess we're doing it again.
No. Don't put yourself through that again. You're the only one that's saying it. Yeah. Send me album one.
let's go ahead and get these features underway. Water trucks off the track. 500, let's go ahead and roll your way down. Let's get these features underway and get these folks in some AC.
It was 2 times hotter in the warehouse, in the FedEx warehouse.
Seventy has some mini fans, portable fans that usually bring. He's gonna give you one to take down there.
All those fabrics sticking on my tummy.
Yeah. Really nice. Some little portable fans that you can just like clip on. And stick when you want to take down there. Fascinating.
Let's get the 500s down here while the track's got some moisture in it. Get these features underway. The longer we let this sit, the longer the water dries up, more dust pops up on us, guys. So let's get ready. Let's be real, it's hot. Let's get out there and get it done. Same lineup we've been running the past 3 weeks here. 500, you're up first. Then we'll go into restricted, unrestricted, run what you brung. Junior 1, Junior 2, Predator, and Clone will be the last feature of the day. Again, 500s. Let's do this. It's already starting to dry up out there. I can see it.
Hey, that seems to work. Do that every time you call the park. Nah. Get them moving.
All right. Get some 500s out here. There's the 35 for Caleb Cruz. Feature should be scheduled to take down like this. On the pole will be the heat race winner of number 2. That was the 13 of Carson Cruz. Outside of him will be the 35, brother Caleb Cruz. Rob Peters in the triple 3 starting in that 3rd position. Starting in that 4th and final position. Number 1 of Preston Suzuki.
That's good. It's just tight to the pieces.
All right, as the 500s get their way onto the track here, we'll say restricted, you'll be up next. Restricted, you'll be up next. Unrestricted, you're after them. As time by, put the hands up. They'll be waving back at you down the front straightaway. It's wing 500 time. I'd have to say one of the premier classes here. One of the wow factors for sure. As they get ready to start coming out of 4. Cruz on Cruz. There's Carson Cruz in the 13. Early race lead down the front straightaway. Caleb Cruz down on the inside. Making the move. New race leader down into 3 and 4. That time by Caleb Cruz. Oh, but then he takes it around. He'll keep it. Oh, he tried to keep it going. That'll bring out the caution. He'll join the tail. He's got a little bit of work ahead of him to get around a couple carts. Get back to that top dog spot. That'll put brother Carson Cruz in the 13. Your leader, Ron Peters, second. Preston third in that number 21 ride. Back on the gas, great start for Carson Cruz, your race leader. He knows he's got to make some ground up before, oh, never mind. There goes brother, the 35, facing the infield again. These guys just get so bunched up going down into one sometimes. There's not much you can do. Once a little bumper tap gets going, there's not a lot of suspension. And back on the gas, Carson Cruz leads the way down into 1 and 2. Peters is in the number 2 spot. Preston third, Caleb fourth. They're all bunched up there. It's a good three-way battle for that number 2 spot. Right now, the 13 of Carson Cruz, your race leader down the back straightaway. As I said before, he knows he's got to have a lot of ground between him and brother Caleb. Caleb trying that way high line, gets the tail to stay behind him. He tries to shoot in. Oh! Just can't quite keep the tail behind him down into 1 there. Caution will wave. No, never mind. He'll keep it fired up and going. We'll stay green flag. I'll tell you what. Goes to show you on a dry, slick track. That time caution will go out. Just goes to show you on a dry, slick track, power isn't everything. You see the 13 there? Technically a wing 250 kart, and he's out front right now. He's just kind of hooking and booking, I think, a little bit more when some of these 500s are just spinning their tires. I think at these 500s,
when I was about to say something. Hopefully it flew off. Just a rock. Just a rock.
35 of Cruz pulling down into the infield there. I'm wondering if he's just retiring for the heat race. Carson Cruz, your race leader, back on it out of turn number 4. Getting that 250 to hook and book over these 500s down the front straightaway. 1 and 2, now down the back straightaway. That 13 showing these boys how it's done. Preston Shizuski in the number 21. Shizuski. Gosh, that's such a tricky name there. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go with Preston. Preston in the 21, sitting in that number 2 spot. He's looking and trying to close the gap on your race leader. Sounds like Ron Peters might have a little bit of troubles there with that 333 machine. Sounds like a little bit of a misfire from that motor. Yeah, something not healthy in that power plant there on the 333. Your third place rider. Oh, the 21 of Preston just coming in hot and heavy. He flies through the infield. Keeps it going down the front straightaway. Oh, race leader. Now goes around. Caution was already out, though, I believe. I'm not too sure. I think the caution was out for the 21 cutting through the infield there. Not too sure. No, it was for the 13. Okay, caution was for the 13 of Cruz. This will shake it up a little bit here. This is that 333 of Ron Peters. He'll be in the number 2 spot, but it doesn't sound like his power plant's running the healthiest right now. He's kind of got like a miss or a sputter in it. So keep your eyes peeled on that 13. He's going to be looking to get around the 333 and see if he can regain that top dog spot. Back on the gas. Great drive in there. Ron knows he's not the healthiest. He lets the 13 get around the inside of him. It's going to be a race here between Cruz and Preston. Great race down the front straightaway between Preston and Carson. Now down the back straightaway. 2 to go. Last time by. This time by. White flag waves in. Preston's with the lead over Carson down the front straightaway. One final time. Oh, a little bit of a bump. That got Carson off the pace. Gave Preston the lead back by about a half a car. The leader gonna go to the 21 of Preston Shizowski. Oh my goodness sakes, this is horrible. All right, Preston going to go ahead and pull down and get his feature win picture. He's going to get the hardware. Hard work holding off a Cruz here. If you could pick off a win over the Cruz family, you're doing something right for sure. Coming home in the number 2 spot, Carson Cruz in the 13. Ron Peters holding on for the number 3 spot. Caleb Cruz had to pull her down into the infield, retired her home 4th. Coming up next, we have our restricted box stocks fired up and sitting down in the chute. These kids are dedicated. It's a warm one here at Exit 7, and they're here full racing gear, helmets on, and everything. Did they? Good. They must have got more rain than we got. I don't think so, bud. Trust me. The people that are really dedicated to Dubuque are just going to Dubuque, and that's it, dude. All right, green flag waves here for the restricted box stocks. Ian McDormand. Oh, a little bit of rubbing there between the number I-70 and the 3K. 3K goes to the infield, keeps her fired up, fires down the back straightaway. Kaylee Matheny in the 3K, keeping it going down the front straightaway. Spencer Powell in the 41, sitting back there in that number 3 spot. The I-70 up front. Ian McDormand, your race leader. Ooh, see a little bit of dust coming off of turn 2 there. Somebody was taking it up into the crumbs. Hit the wall, I'm hearing a little bit there. Don't want to do that too much there. Keep that right rear planted down in that rubbered up line, nice and low. That's going to be the quick line there. As you can see, the I-70, Ian McDormand showing you the way around here. Oh, the 3K at Kaylee there. Getting high up there and then swooping down after getting up into the wall just a little bit there in that 3K. She keeps it going. She'll still be in that number 2 position. At number 41, a Spencer Powell down the front straightaway. That time by sitting in that number 3 spot. Race leader Ian McDormand looking to get his way around that lap traffic. Keep it nice and clean. Great racing by both drivers. 41 holding his line. Ian McDormand doing a nice smooth job getting around him. Great job. Down into 1 and 2. Your race leader carries it down the back straightaway. Number 2 spot still going to the 3K. Oh, race leader spins it out. Spencer Powell going to work his way back around, get that lap back. Brings out the yellow. All right, if you haven't got something to munch on yet, be sure to stop over to the concession stand. Half-price hot dogs, $1 hot dogs while supplies last. Be sure to stop on over. See Ginger and Dylan in the concession stand. $1 hot dogs while supplies last. Eight laps in the books, 12 laps is the distance. $3K. Kaylee Matheny, your race leader, number 2 spot, the I-70. Former race leader Ian McDormand looking to get back up into that top dog spot. 3K trying to play some good defense there and hold off the I-70. We'll see how it shakes down into 1 and 2. This time by 10 laps down, 2 laps left to go. Next time by, white flag will wave. Ooh, that 3K left that inside line open. That I-70 Ian McDormand playing it cool, not showing his hand too early here in the poker game. There it is that time by. He shows that he's there. That slides up to 3K. There was no touch in there. Good, clean racing, both drivers. Oh, getting a little frisky with 1 to go. Ian McDormand taking it up high into those crumbs out of turn 4. He holds on to it. No harm, no foul. He'll stay your race leader. 3K slides up a little that time out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. One final time. He drives the I-70 machine, taking the checker flag here today at exit 7. That is Ian McDormand. Coming home in the number 2 spot, Kaylee Matheny. Coming home in that 3rd and final position is 41, a Spencer Powell. Great job by these kids here today at exit 7. Big thank you to their families for coming out on this hot day and supporting us. Unrestricted will be sitting down in the chute ready to go. I'll tell you what, these kids have been all fired up on Mountain Dew all day long or something, I tell you. They've been firing. Now it's feature time here. Now it's all for the hardware. Who's going to take home the plaque and the sticker? Feature schedule shakedown like this once they roll off. On the pole, the 22P, a Wyatt Monroe, been a rocket ship all day long here. Hudson Seckler, no stranger here at exit 7, starting on the outside of row number 1. Miss Pigpen, Charlotte Weimer in the C7, starting out on row number 2 inside. Outside of her, we got a couple of ladies trying to show the boys how it's done. That's the 44M of Miss Sophia Morrow. Row number 3 on the inside, that's the number 5 of Ashley Slaughter. And then outside of Miss Ashley is going to be the number 10, the Rooster, Mason Ruse.
Coming out the gate, we're going to go right into parade lap down the front straightaway. Be sure to give these kids a wave as they roll by the front straightaway. It makes their world, I can imagine, for these kids. They're starting out racing. There you can see the hands up. They're waving at you. Be sure to wave on back if you're on the hillside. It's unrestricted box stop feature time. Monroe setting the pace. Next time by, I just green flag. Wait for. There's a whole bunch of race crews there. Trying to get that last unrestricted out here for the feature. The 44 Emma Sophia Morrow. That just right there, if you ain't got a picture of that right there, that just shows you how much some of these dirt cart families come together, you know, helping each other. See all the race teams scrambling over there to Miss Sophia Morrow's cart, trying to get it fired up and get it out here for the feature. Alright, looks like the crews are backing up there. Looks like Dad, Mike Morrow, trying to fire it up. There's something. Here we go. We hear the fire. There's the 44M of Sophia Morrow making it out there. Oh! She'll hold up right there. Let this field catch up to her. Then she'll rejoin in there in that number 4th position. Just outside of the station there. There we go. Those ladies, including Miss Slaughter, are going to try to show these boys how it's done today. Alright, they're all nipped and tucked and ready to rock and roll coming out of turn 4. Oh, the Rooster trying to play the outside game on the start. Didn't quite play out for him. No harm, no foul. He'll rejoin and clamp up there to the rest of the field. Back out front, Seckler, your race lead, trying to, oh, trouble strikes there. Morrow got a little bit sideways there, nowhere to go with the other cars. We'll rebump them back up there. One lap down, we'll count that one lap in the book. clear your race lead. That'll put Charlie Weimer in that number 2 spot. Monroe third. Brewster fourth. Sophia Morrow fifth. And Ashley Slaughter sixth.
You don't have to worry about zooming. Just follow that. I'm going down.
All right, back on the road. Never mind. There's going to be a no-go. Ooh, sounds like something not right on Brewster's start there. And that number 10, he's trying to get on the gas and just revving. Maybe a chain popped off. Tough luck there for that number 10. Somebody wants to go over and take a look at that number 10 on his crew really quick. They can take a quick look. Done so? Alright. Looks like Suckling telling them to go ahead and cut it. There, somebody's rolling over real quick. Back to green flag, out on the raceway. Tough luck, as I said again, for Mason Roos and that there's no ride. Back up front, Morrow second, Charlie Weimer third. Oh, Ashley Slaughter gets a little bit happy there. She rolls on up into the infield. Can't quite get it going. She's trying there. She's burning rubber, but we got an infield tire rolling out onto the track as well. The new rule here at Exit 7, we're going to have mandatory lines here. We're going to tell these guys they got to stay between the tires right there coming out of 2, huh? Mando. Track crew gets that tire place back. And that's the daughter of the field there. Get this fire back up. Next time by.
I think that's all it was just had a little bit of dirt in it. I think it bothered her more than anything because it's not hers. She was really worried. This shit happens. I ain't worried about it. If it's broken, buy another one.
Morrow second, Weimer third, Slaughter fourth. 4 laps down, 12 laps is the distance to these kids. Beckler showing the way, leading the pack down into 3 and 4. Running a clean line down there on that bottom there, right that is the rubber line. I thought tires were squealing out there, but it was just a puppy dog barking down there. Alright, next time by gonna be 7 laps for He is your race leader that time by 5.623 over the number 2 spot. Number 2 spot going to that 44M Amaro. Kind of keeping it on the higher side of the rubbered up groove there, 1 and 2. Now down low in 3 and 4. Weimer up on the high side, taking a little high out of 2 there, getting up in the crumbs just a little bit. Had to get off the gas. Working around that back traffic and Slaughter. Doing a great job by, oh no, tough luck there. Thought it just got up in those crumbs there a little bit. Couldn't quite keep the tail behind her. She was trying to stop at the wheel and get it back going the right direction. See Mike Morrow, Dad, gonna run out there, check on the 44M of Sophia, make sure everything's okay, make sure she's okay. Green white checker coming up as we get back to going here. Green white scenario once we get back to going. Good news there. Looks like the 44M gonna go ahead and fire up, get going in the right direction. Glad to see she's okay after taking a good lick like that coming out of turn number 2. Alright, lights out, green, white checker for the number 9, a Hudson Franklin now, starting line, getting back to that number 2 spot, Sophia Morrow third. Looks like the 5 of Ashley Slaughter went ahead retiring her for the night here in the season. Good hard racing there out of turn number 4 between the ladies there, Sophia Morrow, Charlie Weimer, Bull, giving it all they got, looking to take that number 2 spot home. This time by checker flag, waves to the Hudson, picking up the win. Gotta feel good to be back in victory circle. I'm giving up for the number 9 of Hudson Steckler. Number 2 spot gonna go to Charlotte Weimer, Miss Big Pin in that C7 ride. Number 3 spot gonna go to Sophia Morrow in the 44M. Wait, hold on, wait, hey. You said, is it Brandon or Brendan? Brennan. Brennan? Yeah, Brennan. Wait, hold on, Brennan. Dunn. D-U-N-N-E. Brennan Dunn. And the 7 cart. Okay, cool. Yay. Yay for me.
All right, feature for the runway brung will be coming up next here on hand. It'll be the 57 of Matt Graham on the inside, and that'll be Colton Scott in the 21 starting on the outside.
So when you gonna let her drive the car? That's the question I'll ask her. She said, nah, yeah. Her dang liking. Yeah. My car is not like a Charlie Foster like this road pencil is. Right. I've seen photos of it, but I haven't seen her like that. Joe, he lost his hat.
So pumped up, he lost his hat rolling away from victory lane. Mr. Jake Smith to the announcer booth. Mr. Jake Smith to the announcer booth. All right. Run what you brung. Feature time rolling out onto the speedway. Graham on the inside, Scott on the outside. Side by side, bumper to bumper, nose to tail. Hitting the start zone, Graham on the gas. Something not quite right with that 21. Or maybe not. There we go, that 21 coming to life a little bit. Now he's driving it. Down the back straightaway, leader Matt Graham in the 57, ride 21. Colton Scott sitting back there in that number 2 spot. Both very fast cars here today. Uh-oh. Something sounded a little funny on the race leader, Matt Graham, there in the 57. I'm not sure if he just had to feather the gas a little bit or something was up with it. That time by 8 laps, score complete. 15 laps is the distance. Matt Graham leading it by 1.9 that time by. Twelve laps scored complete this time by for race leader Matt. Holden Scott, race leader last time by 57. Had a slight mishap. That allowed for the 21 to capitalize. White flag waves for the 21 of Colton Scott, race leader. Graham second, corner out of 4, one more time. Give it up for the 21 of Colton Scott. Number 2 spot gonna go to Matt Graham in the 57 ride. All right, Colt Scott getting his victory lap around exit 7 real quick. Then he'll get his picture taken down the front straightaway by our new and improved track photographer at exit 7, Miss Alyssa Rexroad. Good race there, as I said. Just a slight mishap there from Graham in the 57, and the 21 was there to capitalize on it. Jake Smith to the announcer booth. Jake Smith to the announcer booth.
All right, here comes feature for your junior one starting on the inside. That's Bowen Zoller in the 19B. Katniss Kimber in the 33 starting on the outside. They're waving that time by. Hopefully you wave back.
All right, take it over announcement for the rest of the day. Right, Sandman's got to go.
Oh, did you? Is that the one of Milan?
Zoller and Kimler. Down the front stretch they go. It's gonna looks like Zoller's gonna get out to that early race lead. Katniss not let him out of her sights though. Good lap this time around. Katniss has got a good feel for the kart today, it looks like. Grandpa Paul's got that thing dialed in. Bowen slips up the track a little bit. Katniss looks down to his inside. Bowen gonna shut that door. Now Katniss all over his rear bumper. Katniss goes high. Bowen slides up to get that corner diamond there. Katniss running a good race. Zoller running a good race. He's always doing a good job here each and every Sunday at Exit 7. This young man, young lady doing a great job. Grandpa Paul giving her the thumbs up. She's doing a heck of a good job. She hasn't let Bowen out of her sights. I tell you what, it's amazing to see Miss Katniss, how far she's come along. Grandpa Paul, he's a great racer in his own right. He's got multiple feature wins, and I think Katniss is going to take over his seat as the king or the queen of the track one of these days. Bowen making it look easy out there in that race lead. Katniss looks up high, now looks down low and gives him a little rub on the back bumper, lets him know that she's there. Nose to tail, they come down the back stretch. It's just a drag race at this point. Bowen running a good line. Now Katniss is going to look down the inside. Bowen's going to shut that door one more time. Around turns 1 and 2, down the back stretch they come. Katniss again looks down the inside. Bowen seeing her come in there, kind of gets up the track just a little bit. Now Katniss is out in that race lead. Bowen's in second. I tell you what, even though you don't want to get past on the racetrack, that was a great move by Bowen to see that Katniss had that position and let her get around without bumping or taking her out there. That was a great move beyond the years that he's had racing so far. But don't count him out. White flag this time out on the racetrack. Katniss will come down the back stretch. Bowen in second. To turn 4. Katniss sees that checkered flag. Katniss Kimler going to be your feature winner. Followed up by Bowen Zoller. Good job to both of those young contestants. Again, good job to Bowen, recognizing and giving the space that was needed there. Even though as a competitor you don't always want to do that, that was definitely a move beyond his years. Hey Justin, tell him good job, bud, that was great. Grandpa Paul giving Katniss that checkered flag. Grandpa Paul, is this the first one? First feature win for Katniss, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a round of applause when she gets out of that cart. Grandpa Paul getting her stop down there. What an exciting day when you can pick up your first feature win. Out next we'll have our junior twos. We will have the 86 of Liam Gray to the inside and twos outside. The 7 of Chris Dune, sorry. Of Brennan Dune. All right. So Brennan is in that cart today. Hudson, good job, buddy. Hudson Seckler. He's talking. If you know Hudson, sometimes he likes to talk more than his sister. All right. Again, good job to Miss Katniss on her first feature win. Great race by both of them young competitors. Grandpa Paul sometimes taking the week off just so we can make sure he's got that cart ready to go for Miss Katniss. Wave as they come around for their parade lap. Gray in that 89 cart. And Dune in that 7.
They were running probably like 4 seconds. Platform I'm using.
Green flag gonna wave. Liam Gray out to that early race lead. Brennan in second. Brennan trying to chase him down the back stretch. Into 3 and 4 they go. Liam gives a little look over his shoulder to see where Brennan's at. Brennan says, I'm not quite there yet, but don't count me out because I'm coming. This racetrack really came in today. We got about two good lines of racing around this racetrack. If you're brave enough to get up off that bottom a little bit. Dune closing the gap on Gray. Gray's going to take it back down in turns 1 and 2. Slides up just a little bit. Dune can't do nothing with it. Now down to 3 and 4. Gray going to lead him out of the corner. Brendan trying to figure out a faster way around this racetrack. Dune able to close that gap just a little bit. Now they're nose to tail almost touching, coming through turns 1 and 2. Now drag race down the backstretch into 3 and 4 they come. Dune just about a half cart length back in that second spot. Another smooth, great race by these young competitors. Gray slides up just a little bit. Dune can't do nothing with that, but he's going to be able to close that gap. Now up on the back bumper of Gray. Coming out of 3 and 4. Great race by both of these young men. White flag on the racetrack last time. Dune giving it everything he's got. Gray still out in that race lead. Gray looks over his shoulder one more time. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Liam Gray is going to pick up that checkered flag. Brendan Dune comes home in second. Great race. While we got a quick break in the action, I'd like to thank our sponsors here at Exit 7. Jacqueline Mays, EXP Realty, The Quad Doctor, Choice Automotive, Kelowna Shell, Stinky T's Stink Bait, Smith Farms, Dirt Kart Nation, Cruise Racing Engines, Wizard Property Management, Ray Ropp, Calvert Laser Works, Rod's Flight Out Kart Parts, Walt Lambrecht Fire Protection Equipment, and Mark's Small Engines here in Kelowna, Illinois. Again, a big thank you to all of our donators who added money to all of our wingless classes for Father's Day. Complete Parts and Repair out of Monmouth, Illinois. Pigpen Motorsports, Choice Automotive, and Jacqueline Mays EXP Realty. Should be another good race here on tap for us. Got our Predator class coming out on the racetrack. Again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out or joining us online on Dirt Kart Nation. A big thanks to Aaron Christensen and Dirt Kart Nation. Looking forward, June 29th, we have Jake's birthday extravaganza here at Exit 7. We will be racing next week again. Don't forget about July 5th. That'll be our Saturday night race. Red, white, and Vroom. 500 to win the Clone 375 open tires. 500 to win those AJC clones. And we have all the other classes racing for added money. So big payday on the 5th of July. And there will be fireworks to follow that night. So come out and join us here on July 5th. Here at Exit 7, where passion meets the track. Out next will be your Predator 375s. On the pole, we got the 1X of Brock Russell, or the 1 Star, excuse me. 2 is outside, the C4 of the Caveman. That'll be Caden Spiker. And to the inside of the second row, all by himself, that'll be the 7 of Jacob Mejia. We got to come up with a nickname for Jacob. No Caveman, huh? Is the Caveman on the trailer? Sounds like tough luck for Caveman. Not able to make the call for this feature event. Don't forget, Caveman, stop down here on your way out and pick up your check. No matter what you do here at Exit 7, you never leave with an empty pocket. That green flag gonna wave. Mejia to the outside. Now he's down to the inside. Gonna take that early race lead. Russell all over his back bumper. Now it's a drag race down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. Mejia's still in that lead. It's a hot day out here at Exit 7, but we are looking forward to our big events. Oh, Mejia going to slip up just a little bit. Russell's going to look down the inside, a little contact there. Russell's going to fall back into that second spot. Mejia's going to stay out front. A little bump there from Russell. Coming out of turn 4. Russell looks down the inside. Going to push Mejia up just a little bit. Mejia left that door open on the bottom side of the racetrack. Russell's going to capitalize on that. Now Mejia's going to have to fight back and get around him. Russell's going to open up that race lead to about a 3 or 4 car length lead. Jacob Mejia, he just started out racing with us here just about a month ago now. He's already improved leaps and bounds in his driving abilities, his driving decisions. Tough break today for the Caveman, not able to make the feature call. Russell's out to a pretty dominating race lead at this point. Not a whole lot of action to call out in this one, but these young drivers are making good laps. Again, on July 5th at Red, White, and Boom, we do have big payouts for every class throughout the lineup. One race left after this one here at Exit 7. If you're not doing nothing tonight, come on up to the East Moline Speedway. Watch the cars and the stars of East Moline Speedway. Located at the Rock Island County Fairgrounds there at the East Moline. You can catch a few of our race dads. You can catch the wild child Logan Smith in action up there tonight. Russell out to a pretty commanding race lead. Mejia in second, doing a great job. No matter whether you're first, second, third, wherever you're at in the race, as long as you're putting down good lap times, you're learning, you're getting experience, and that's what it's all about. The more time you can sit in the seat, the better off you're going to be each and every week. Russell still out in that race lead. Mejia in second. The Caveman wasn't able to make the call. Tough break for the Caveman. He's a good competitor. White flag will fly this time around. Russell's got about a half a track lead over Mejia. Out of turn 4. Let's hear it for Brock Russell. Brock Russell making that long haul down here from Pekin, Illinois, and that 1 star. Picking up that feature win. Making that long drive not so bad. Makes it a little easier to ride home this afternoon. Thank you to the Russells for coming out and racing with us here at Exit 7. They joined us a couple weeks ago. We're real happy with what we were doing here, so they've been coming back and joining us. We appreciate that. We appreciate all of our racers here at Exit 7. Fans in the stands make this possible. One race left to go here today at Exit 7 on this beautiful Father's Day. Happy Father's Day one last time. I'm probably lying. I'll probably say it again, so you'll have to forgive me. Again, July 5th, Red, White, and Vroom. That's going to be a Saturday night race. Come out and join us on that Saturday night. Fireworks to follow. Maybe some other stuff in the works. We'll have to see. There will be giveaways that night. Join us on June 29th for Jake's birthday extravaganza, where I give presents to the fans in the stands and the racers alike. It's my birthday, but I'll give you presents. How about that? You can't beat that, can you? So come out and join us on June 29th. I tell you what, if you join us on July 5th, you're going to see a little bit different of a racetrack. That night race is going to hold a lot more moisture in this racetrack than what it does during the daytime. So we're excited to see what happens on that Saturday night. Your Clone 375 feature is going to line up like this. To the inside, it's old Alex Brims in that 36. Number 12 on the outside of Caden Carmichael. I think this is the longest Caden's ever kept the same number. A couple years ago, he was like number 8657309. It was pretty crazy. Second row inside, that's the 88P of old Parker Zoller. He was outside the 88 of Brad Wood. And the 21 of Tom Steiner is going to round out the field. Tom and that Trey Grimm look-alike. Or maybe Trey Grimm's and a Tom Steiner look-alike. I don't know. I'll let you decide. Brim sets the pace as they come down out of turn 4. Brim, Zoller, Carmichael, and Steiner going to be your early race lineup. Brim's always fast. Here comes Steiner down the inside of Carmichael. Carmichael lets him by. Your running order will be Brim, Zoller, and Steiner, Carmichael. The battle's heating up for that second spot. Zoller's got it locked down right now. Steiner all over the rear bumper. Zoller's going to slide up the racetrack. Steiner will follow him. Brim's out in the comfortable race lead at this point. Carmichael bringing out around the field in that 4th position. Alex Brim's always tough to beat. Steiner still looking for a way around the Zoller, having a good clean race there. We appreciate that each and every time that they get on the racetrack when we have a clean, smooth race. We have some of the greatest competitors, the Karts and Stars of tomorrow. Now Steiner's going to look down the inside of Zoller. Zoller goes up the racetrack, gets on the binders before he gets into that pit gate. We're going to get him pushed off. Caution on the racetrack. Sorry about that. That's Brad Wood. Steiner in the 21 must not have made the call. Sorry about that. That's Brad Wood in that 88. My bad. Steiner must be down there watching. I don't know what he's doing. He must not have been able to make the call. Caution out on the racetrack. I guess Tom Steiner is the number 21. My bad. I apologize to Brad Wood. Brad's putting on a good show in that second spot. Nose to tail, they're going to come around. I believe the caution light is out. This time we come around, we go back to green flag racing. Alex Brim still out comfortably in that race lead. Brim sets the pace. Green flag will fly. Wood now closes up the gap on that race leader of Alex Brim's. Brim's back out about a 1-car lead. Parker Zoller in that 3rd spot, running a good race. Don't count him out yet. Or Caden Carmichael. I told Caden he had to be good today. He's done a great job racing today. Brim's out there on the Sunday drive. Brad Wood in 2nd. Parker Zoller. Zollers are great competitors. They're here with us each and every week at Exit 7. Single file, they go around, making more left turns. Brims, Wood, Zoller, and Carmichael seal your running order. Now Wood kind of goes up the track. Zoller looking to see if he can capitalize on it. Unable to make anything happen yet, but he is able to close up that gap on the back bumper of Wood. Zoller all over the back bumper of Wood down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. Parker just waiting for him to give him a little bit of room to make that move for that second spot. That's the most action we got on the racetrack right now. Wood's running a good race, got a good line going. Brim's out there on a Sunday drive, driving Miss Daisy around the racetrack. Carmichael back there in that 4th spot. White flag this time around. It'll be one last drag race on the backstretch. A little bump from Parker, but a great race. Alex Brim's going to pick up your first place, that feature win, followed by Brad Wood, Parker Zoller, and Caden Carmichael. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much on behalf of the Swan family and myself, Jake Smith, your racetrack promoter. One more time, happy Father's Day. Thank you for joining us on Dirt Kart Nation or here in person. We want to wish every one of you a safe, happy week, and we will see you again next week here at Exit 7, where passion meets the track.
All right, everybody in the pits, if you're new here, please make sure you do stop up here on your way out. Return your transponders if you got one. Your receiver, make sure you pick up your winnings from the day. Nobody leaves empty-handed, so even if you got last place, you still got tow money coming at you. On behalf of myself, one more time.